Hello, hi everyone. Can you hear me?
Hi Naidu, good morning.
Hey, hi. Hi everyone, and today we are going to talk about the remaining concept of the table. So let me just quickly open the table yesterday what we have covered. So in this table, yesterday we covered this type only this piece of information to try to get it that we have done, and today we will see all the frequency concept, how it will be used and how we can able to write it. We will see one by one. So for that, let me just open my software. So I will just open my program which is already there on my desk. As I saved it earlier, that is a demo graphics. I'll just use it. So this is the program I have written. Let me run up to here. See, the program got executed up to here. The output is ready. So now, so for this particular frequency, we need to identify the variable. What is the variable? So go to the libraries, work library. The data set is called demo data set. If you see, there is a variable called sex. So what I will do is I will simply write another procedure here. I'll start from here. See, up to final, you leave it this data set for a while. So one step is done and put a comments as a put some comments as a second step. Okay, now I'm writing it. Proc means procedure, frequency, data equal to your dataset name. I'll try to use the same dataset what I have created, that is your demo, or else where my duplicate values are done in demo 1, I have to use demo 1. I'm not interested to print my output, so I can write no print. Is the same case in your proc means also, you can write it if required. An option here, you can write no print, but I'm not interested to see my output at all, so I'm writing it no print. Proc frequency data equal to your dataset name demo 1 and no print semicolon. I need a analysis based on my sex variable wise table statement. I will write it. Table statement will allow me to write my variable sex versus TRT01A. That is my treatment variable. So I need the analysis based on this and run. At the same step, same program, I will write out equal to the new dataset name. I will write any dataset name as a sex dataset, or else I will write some dataset name second. Okay, let it be like this. So if I run it, the new dataset will be get created called SEC. First of all, what is the error? Work dot table statement, no dataset option lookup variables. First of all, I need to check proc frequency, is the demo 1 available or not. Sex is a variable with me. I'm writing it. table statement, sex variable versus your treatment variable, out equal to, I'm just mentioning it. What is the problem?
Naidu,
Naidu, I think in dataset name you have written DM1.
Is it not
yes.
demo 1? Yeah, you're right. Thank you. So DM1 and run it. Now you can see the new data set. I think it will be get created. Yes. As you see, you can see sex and treatment and counts. You got it. All right. So what I will do, I have some percentages also here. What I can do is an output data set. I'll drop a percentage from here. What is that? The variable name percent, right? I'm not interested to have a percentage because they don't want this percentage. They need. So now go there, SEC, you just go there. See, you got it, only frequency and count, you got it. So we need to have a percentage. This percentage is nothing but, suppose imagine you have a 2 people and this HR total how many? 5 people. 2 by 5 into 100. What is the percentage? 2 by 5 into percent, that is your 40% or something like that, right? So that I need it, the percentage. The percentage is not a just percentage from the frequency. To get that, first of all, I need to write a statement proc SQL no print. I'm just writing it. I don't want to print anything. Select this, select count brackets distinct. Which variable I need it? I need to go for subject variable wise a unique records I want it based on the treatment wise. I'm just writing it. Use subject ID into TRT1 as a new variable I'm creating from the data set of your DM1 data set. I'm just writing it where TRT01A equal to select only one treatment here. The treatment information is 100 mg. I'm taking it here. Sorry. I'm just taking it from here and quit. So now if you carefully observe, I will write quit at the down. In this step, so there is no errors. At the same time, the new data set got, you are expecting a TRT1. So TRT1 is a variable you are creating it. You want to see that what variable information you have it. Just write percentage put ampersand TRT1. I'm writing it. You can see the value for TRT1. It's a 3 members. Just doing it right now. The new variable got created. So this is for one variable creation. Like that, you have to create for another variable, you have to create another variable also. That means 3 observations we have it, right? One is for placebo. I'm writing for placebo right now. It should be use subject ID and it is treatment 2 from DM1 dataset and I'm just writing it as a placebo. And second one, last one also I will write it based on the overall column also. So you will have treatment 1, sorry, you will have treatment 1, you will have a treatment 2, you will have treatment 3 also. You run it, you see now the new data set, new library, sorry, a new variables as a 333 only you are getting it. That is wrong. It should be 3.
6.
You're right. So now you just see 3, 3 and 6 you got it. So now we need to use this variable for our calculation purpose. Data, your data set name SEC1, that is the second step. I'm just starting from here. Set, you're calling values from SEC. I'm just writing it from where I'm writing it here. I'm writing some conditions like if TRTA equal to this one, then denominator equal to, I'm just writing it as a treatment 1. If the same thing, I'll write it for next 3 also, next 2 also. Placebo, then denominator equal to 2. And it's a overall, this one, then denominator equal to 3. Guys, do you know this? Why we are doing this step? Because we have a count values. If you want to calculate the percentage, we need to align our denominator variable side to your numerator, so that numerator by denominator into 100 is your percentage. To make it that available, so you are just making this variable ready and you execute it. You can see SEC1 dataset get created here. So with have the values like a count and denominator here. So counts is clear. This is your count and this is your denominator. So count by denominator. So you can easily write it. So I will just delete few of the data sets which is already exist. Let me clearly delete it. Okay, so now I'm creating a one more data set. SCC1 is ready. Numerator and denominator side by side. Now I will write it a new variable creation, percent equal to, I'm just writing it, the numerator count divided by denominator, numerator by denominator into 100. I'm just making it semicolon. So now you can see the percentage will have the values like a SCC1. So you got the percentage value something like this. Here itself you can reduce your decimals if required. You can apply a function called put. You can apply a function on it, just mentioning of 7 digits with 1 decimal I'm expecting. So now the decimal places is got reduced to the single decimals. You can see percentages looks like this one. Now I need to, as per the mock shell, I need to combine this together. Count and percentage should be combined together. If I want to combine, then I can combine it by just mentioning of count and percentage equal to the new variable I'm writing it. So that is concatenating it. How I'm concatenating? Count variable I'm concatenating with percent variable here. So here, one thing, we need to add a bracket for the percentage. So in a quotations, I'll maintain the bracket here, and again I will write a pipe symbol. I'll write a quotations. I'll write the closing bracket here and semicolon and run it. The new dataset is got created as a SCC1. Now count and percentage got created it. That's fine. Then now I'm just writing it count and percent. What we do is, as per the mock shell, we need to have some space between your count and percentage. But if you see in your output what you have created right now, there is no count and percentage. There is no space in the middle. I'm introducing a space by just mentioning here so that I can maintain the space. Right now you see it done. Okay, I got a space. Now I don't want to have this particular count and denominator variable at all. So I can simply drop those variables, and even percentage also not required. So count, denominator, percentage also not required. Why? Because CP is the variable we have it, that's mostly enough. Then I can simply drop count, denominator, and I will drop percentage also, which is not required for me. And I'm just dropping it, semicolon. Now you can see SCC1, see only sex, treatment, and CP variables only. So if you carefully observe, the data is right now looks like a horizontal manner in our data set. So treatment variables, treatment observations as a variables, and variables as a observations you need to get converted. So we have to do here a concept called a proc transpose. Proc means procedure. Transpose, I'm just doing it. Before that, transpose, I need to sort the data. Proc sort data equal to my dataset name SEC1. I'm just writing it by the variable name based on your sex variable wise. You're sorting it and run. Now I will write proc transpose data equal to your dataset name SEC1 out equal to the new dataset name. I'm writing it SEC2 semicolon, and by sex wise I'm just doing it here id statement. Why? Because treatment variable wise I need a column names, so I'm putting into id a var statement. I'm writing it, it's a CP, and run. So in this step I'm just transposing the data based on my sex variable wise and the treatment variable versus your CP. That means you let me just run it so that you will understand what I'm doing it. Now you see SEC. So what happened? Female wise 2 members here and 2 members is here. That means only 2 members is female in your data, so that the 2 members in overall also. Here is a 3 members and here is 1 member, total 4 members. So you can see total 6 members in the data of overall, so that still you got it. So now if you carefully observe, underscore name underscore is the variable will get created. I'm not interested to have this one, so I can simply drop this variable, drop equal to underscore name underscore, which is not required for me. You see it now. The new data set called SEC2 got created here. So we'll have the values like a female and male. But sometimes they don't want it as a female and male. They need it as a they need it as a, they don't want it as F and M. As per the mock shell, they want it as a male and female. That means first male should be there and next it should be first male and after that female. To do that, first of all, what I can do is I can simply write data, your dataset name. What is the new dataset name? SEC3. I will write it from the dataset of SEC2. If sex equal to F, then do what I want to do. Sex equal to female, female, and order variable also required, rd equal to 2, or else I will go for if sex equal to male. First I will write that one, then it is male. I'm writing it rd equal to 1. That is the ordering variable. I'm creating it one thing, and end. Another thing I will write it, if sex equal to female, then I'm writing it female order equal to 2. I'm just writing it and run statement. So what this makes sense to you, it will try to create females and males instead of F and M. See, but the problem is FE and ME you are getting it. That means default the length of your sex variable up to 2 digits length only. If you want to increase it, you can write length length for this particular sex variable. You can declare it how much you want it. Let me declare it up to 50 characters long. Just mentioning of a dollar sign. Why I need to maintain 50 means it's not a mandatory. You can write anything whatever you interested on it. So you see it now. SEC3 dataset will have female and male and 2 and 1. First we need a male to be top. To get the male to be top, I can simply write proc sort data equal to your dataset name SEC3 by which variable I'm writing it? What is the variable I'm writing it? Odd. For ordering variable, I have created one variable, right? And run. So ordering variable wise, you run it now. You can see SEC3 first male and after that female, you got it. And sometimes whenever you have a missing value here, client is expecting to put a 0 zeros there instead of just a blank. It should be a 0 0. How you can put a 0 0 there? It's very simple. Or else for a while you don't worry about it. For a while let it be, because it's a bit huge task again to filling the zeros. So SEC3, you got it. Now as per this one, we need a gender with this particular line where these particular values are. This is not there. So what you will do, data, your data set name, I can write LBL set, not set, sex equal to, and the sex length is how many character? length length of your sex is 50 characters long. I'm expecting for a character data. Semicolon For a sex equal to, I'm just writing it here. Okay, so generally A means we will write it with this symbol, not A. So that symbol we call it as a, there is somewhere here, this symbol, yes, it's a 6. So if you press shift with 6, automatically you will get this symbol, sex and semicolon, and run. So now if I do it, the new dataset will be get created as a LBL, that is your label. You just get attach this label to your dataset. What is your dataset? Data sex final set LBL with your SEC3 and run. So if I do it, SEC final dataset, a sex final dataset, you got it. But as per the mock shell, we need to have some space between your male and female. To get that, I'm writing a small condition as I already written in yesterday program, like if underscore n underscore equal to 1, sorry, underscore 1 greater than 1, then I'm writing it sex equal to, I'm just adding a space. How much space I have added for the first step when I'm doing it, I'll do the same thing for here also. The same space so that it will be uniformity manner when it's displaying the outputs. And I will apply for sex also. Semicolon. You run it. Now you see sex final looks like this one. Maybe you are thinking it odd is a variable not required. Then you can simply drop odd so that you drop odd variable and sex final dataset is looks like this one. Now, okay, to fill this missing value, what we generally do is either you can write simply writing a condition if equal to missing, then I can write equal to, I can write it as a 0, 0.0. We will write it. But the problem is you can simply write it. Now you got it in the first row also, which I'm not interested in the first row. Then I can write the condition missing and underscore n underscore greater than 1, then only I want to check the missing value. Now you see only the missing is added here, but the alignment is different. But here the alignment is a bit different from here. So what I can do is I need to check how much length is for this particular value. So it is 0, I'll make it here, and here also I'll make it as a 0 zeros so that output looks good. So I need to maintain this much gap because they mentioned it in the report, so that it looks neat to maintain the same gap. Now go there and sex final dataset wise, see it's correct. So this is one more frequency step we have done. So what are all the steps we have learned today? It's the same thing like yesterday, but a little more difference. First of all, you have to calculate the second step with the frequency. It is not only this, any data, any frequency count if you want it, like a number of males or females, Asian group. If you see, the rest of the tables will be easily finished. Why? Because it's the same structure like remaining also, right? So remaining also will be get finished. So first of all, we will see what are all the steps we have written here one by one. The first step we have written here for frequency. The second step we are calculating your percentage. Third step you are just calculating reducing a decimal places and concatenating it. At the same time, I'm just calculating a denominator value, and I'm just calculating a percentage values also in this step. The next step, I'm sorting it. The next step, I'm just transposing it. Once the transpose done, I'm just creating an ordering variable as per the mock shell, male to be first and female to be next. Next, I'm just applying a label, and finally, I'm applying that particular label to a data set. Just setting of two data sets together. Is it clear? This one, today, we just completed this particular piece. That means gender wise, how we can able to produce it, we have just done. Any questions until here? Pramod?
Yeah, Naidu, I have one question.
Yes, madam.
Yeah, in proc SQL, you mentioned the TRT1, TRT2, TRT3. So I'm not clear about that. What was that? It will create a new data set, or
Proc SQL is
I'm
the
not
statement you are trying to create a unique values and you are making as a one macro variable. Okay, so that is a macro variable
okay.
name. You are trying to create it as a TRT1. So wherever I call the
Okay.
TRT1, so automatically the value whatever there in the TRT1, it will be get populated there. The TRT1 wise you have a 3 already created here. Am I right or wrong? How many patients we have it
Yeah.
for this particular treatment wise? 3 people. So those 3 people
Three.
will come here. Okay, the
Okay.
count you are calculating it here as a distinct count. Suppose I'm asking how many
Oh,
people in this batch, then you say 10. That is a number of people who are in the batch. 10 is the count.
okay. So count will give it will give count as a TRT1 or TRT2 or TRT3,
For
right?
the each treatment wise.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Got it.
Yes, Pramod, continue. You're asking something.
Yes, I'm saying that if you send me the recording, then we will go to one. Then I have to come up with some questions more.
Definitely, I'll send you these recordings to you all. Don't worry. I'm just saving it. So I'm just saving the program. I will continue this particular class again tomorrow, just producing of remaining stuff. Is it okay to all?
Uh, yeah, like,
Yes.
sorry to interrupt, Naidu.
Continue.
If you send the same PDF also, that the information
Yeah,
that you have got.
I'll send a PDF documents too. I'll send a PDF and I'll send this particular program also. Once everything is finished, I will send this program also so that you can use this program for your reference.
Okay.
What are all those steps? Why I have done it?
Mhm.
Fine. Thank you. That's it. Tomorrow I'll meet you again same time. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.